bag of trash. You want to talk about it? What a good product makes you sad that it's done. That's how you know it was so good. I'm never gonna buy again. Never, ever, ever. Every time I see how expensive Drunk Elephant is and the hype around it, especially with 10-year-olds in Sephora, don't get me started on that. What's one of the weird things we do on the internet is we save all of our garbage. It's our fancy garbage, and tell you that they are empties. And I give you a review on all of the things that I have completely used up and let you know if I would buy them again. I have two massive piles going right now in my beauty space, and I just gave my beauty space an entire upgrade. We have new flooring, we have new door frames, well, some of them, and we have trim. Next is gonna be the crown molding. That's coming probably in the next year. But you guys, I have been like hoarding stuff for you that I cannot wait to tell you about so I can actually purge it now. And that is gonna include, I think, another video that I may be filming right after this because I keep getting the bags confused. I had to do some serious decluttering and grabbing all the things that I have used up to tell you about because, girl, we can't keep these things in our beauty space anymore. No, we only keep the top tier things. So today, what we're gonna be doing is going through the empties, and then we're gonna do another declutter because I've already started because stuff has to go. It's not an immediate yes. She's out the door. We don't need her anymore. I've even been adding to this morning because I have found that I have a lot of empties, honestly. Some of them I'm so sad are gone and I want to repurchase them, but it's gonna cost me a pretty penny to do it. And some things I'm never gonna buy again. Never, ever, ever. And then there are things that I've bought again already because I need them in my life. Let's start at the top with the way I love to start my face in the mornings, and that is with some skincare. I am really sad that this tiny little baby is already gone, and this was a brand I didn't think I liked very much. But when I mixed this with my favorite skincare products, it was so good. Earth Harbor Marina is a little mighty bottle that packs a big punch on the skin. This is a brightening ampoule, and I loved to put this with my Morning Peach and Lily Glass Skin Refining Serum. This really helped to brighten everything up, especially in the areas I find myself getting dull. And as many of you may have seen in previous videos, I did have some skincare issues earlier this year, even a little touch of possibly skin cancer, and I had everything frozen off and zapped, and then skincare to make everything get back to being consistent and beautiful has been a process, but we are almost there, my friends, and I'm gonna be so sad because this is not in my routine anymore, but it is so yummy. If I find this on a sale or just happen to come across it, I will be purchasing another one of these. It takes a lot for a skincare item to really make me want to get it again, but this is really good. Brightens, smooths, makes everything in here look very awake, very alive, and skincare at this point in my life is uber important. Sometimes even more important than the makeup. So when I say I'm gonna probably be buying this again, assume that that is a home run win. I also start my day with some hair, obviously, and today I'm trying a few different things that are going on in today's coif. My hair is super frizzy and just not having it, so I had to do a little extra work with her because it's not hair wash day and we were not about to do that today. And I'm gonna miss this so much. This is the Verb hair oil. This is what taught me what a hair oil can be for my finicky hair. It's smoothing, it blends, it's a weightless hair oil. And so many hair oils I have had really grab to the end of my hair because my hair is naturally curly and it just drags it down so I look like I have wet hair. This does not do that at all. I also love that it comes with a pump, super easy to use. This is from Verb, and this is something I will absolutely be buying again if I can find it on a sale. This has saved my hair in the summertime and in the wintertime when it's dry out. I'm so sad that I can barely get this tiny bit last pumped out. I'm probably gonna take the lid off and just finish it up tomorrow. What a good product makes you sad that it's done. That's how you know it was so good. This is my millionth bottle of this. Okay, an exaggeration. This is probably in my lifetime, maybe my 10th bottle of this. And I love it because I just said today's not a hair washing day, which you can probably tell. We're not gonna harp on that though. I love a great dry shampoo. I want it to be cruelty free. I want it to not leave a white cast in my very dark hair. And I want it to not build up and make my hair feel even grimier because believe it or not, some dry shampoos do that. Why? Why do they do that? It's not your mother's Plump for Joy dry hair shampoo is so good. Not only does it smell like an orange mango and make your hair smell really nice, but it does give you that volume. It gives you that plumping on the top of your head. And as somebody who has heavy hair, it can really give me like that weighted down, flat, mushroomy vibe that my hair wants to do just naturally. So I love when I can just take this. Can I get anything else out? Probably not. It's probably just air at this point. And it gives you that volume right on top. And it cleanses so that way you can go in between hair wash days, because I don't wash my hair every day. My hair does not like it when I wash it every single day. And I've gone through another one. I actually still have one travel size I have that I need to use up that I'm almost done with, and I need to buy another big one. I just do. But I do have to say, if you've never tried this brand and you want to try it, just get the mini version. You can get them at like CVS, Target. You can get the mini version to see if it will work for you. I love doing that to decide, so that way I'm not committed to an entire bottle. Then in the mornings, like this morning, I wanted to bronze up my skin because it is February. And my skin is not warm. It is not tanned. It is very pale. And I miss seeing the reflection of the juicy, somewhat tinted, warm skin. I miss it. I crave it. That's why I put bronzer on my face, you know? For the body, for years, I have loved this trusty product to give me that bronze glowiness on the body. And she's done for. She's expired. She's at the very bottom, and it's just not, it's done. It's empty. It's to the point of no return. Combination of empty, combination of expired. This is the Eloise Get Gleaming Body Oil. Correction, it's a glow illuminator for the body, and I agree. I put on the little bit that I could on my body, and it stunk. It has separated, which you could kind of see here in the bottle. And it's streaky. It's not doing its full luster. So today I had to put with this just to get it to balance a little bit. The new Pacifica Glow, Sunny Glow from Pacifica. I had to put that in there with it. I just did a review of that in my last video, so go ahead and check that out. But she's gross. She's no more. I must let her go. And it hurts because we've been through a lot together, and there's a lot of product in here. I've had this for years. So Eloise is not a brand I just stumble across, quite honestly. So as much as I would get it again if the BOXYCHARM like pop-up still existed, I would do that. If I happen to see it with Ipsy, I might buy it, but it's so old that I don't know if I'm going to come across it again. But if I did, I'd get it. But more than likely, I'm not going to see it, so I have to move on. I have to elevate and get with the times of the different newer products. But I like the pump, I like the glowiness and the bronziness from this. I do. Now for some makeup empties. This is a category that can get difficult to store because over time, I have had a ton of like brow pencils. Those go away really quickly, like the e.l.f. one. The e.l.f. Ultra Precise Pencil. It's tiny. It's got just this little bitty nubbin. Super thin tip, so that way you can start a brow easily. I think I've gone through like 2 or 3 of these since I was introduced to them, but I keep forgetting to put them in a empties video because then I get clutter and I'm like, purge the clutter. So just so you know, I have gone through a lot of these, but I was able to save some other things in the makeup category that I'm definitely going to be repurchasing one, have already repurchased another, and I will absolutely not be repurchasing the third thing, like at all, ever again. Let's start on a high. We just talked about some e.l.f. brow products. So the e.l.f. Brow Wow, I love this. I already have purchased another one. I love when a product can be inexpensive but amazing quality at the drugstore. We don't have to break the bank, you guys. We really don't. The e.l.f. Wow Brow is a little spoolie that can go into your brows and give you some pigment, give you a little bit of fibers to really build up a brow look, but keep it natural, but keep it a little fluffier. Maybe even if you have a little bit to work with, it will really enhance what you have. I have loved this product for years and years. I have another one because quite frankly, I can't live without it. It is that final touch for me. It's what I do in my brows every morning after just a little bit of pencil, build it up and go. We love it. It's still here. Now I don't want to get them confused with which one is the empty and which one is not. So this one needs to go over here and this one back in the drawer. And now this next product. I miss it. I miss it. I miss it. If you watched my last video, I even spoiled it for you because I was like, I miss this product. I need to repurchase it because I've been using other things in my collection. And that's also what makes me think I need to do another really serious declutter because since my last one, I have not used probably more than half of the powders that are in my collection. Just because I love them at one point doesn't mean I have to keep them, and that's why I feel like while I'm in the zone, I need to probably film it after this one because I'm getting the itch to really redo everything. I've started filming a vlog for you guys on redoing this whole beauty space. Stay tuned, be subscribed. But the product that I need again, like yesterday, is my CoverGirl. How many years have you guys heard me talk about this if you've been with me a while? It's so inexpensive, but the creamiest, best product for under the eyes. If you struggle with having lines underneath your eyes when you do just a little bit of concealer or your concealer and foundation, this will help you immensely. And I have been empty. I have been without for far too long. This is the CoverGirl Advanced Radiance Powder. Look at all that pan. I have been trying to scrape the sides for a long time, but it just isn't working. So I was actually shifted to another CoverGirl product to think, oh, it's probably just as good. No, it's not. I was like, the CoverGirl line is amazing, so nothing can be wrong with this other one, right? And there's nothing wrong per se, but it's just not scratching the itch. It's not giving me that makeup boner that you know I love, because the clean, fresh powder, not only can I not get it open on camera, it's good, and I've hit pan on it because I use these powders every single time I use makeup. I do, specifically for under the eyes and down the nose. This particular clean, fresh line is formulated differently, obviously. It's not the same as the Advanced Radiance. The Advanced Radiance is so smooth and buttery for a drugstore powder that it is literally seamless under the eyes for me. It packs a little bit of a punch with some pigment, some color, some elastable, powdery, fresh, smooth creaminess under the eyes. I feel like I just described peanut butter, but it's peanut butter for my face and I love it. Whereas this product is good, it's fine, but it doesn't give me that same creaminess, that same lastability, that still, I'm gonna work in the crevices of your face and keep everything sticking beautifully. With this one, I see the lines creeping in, and I don't see that with this. So I like this. It's not that I'm not gonna finish it. I've already hit enough pan on it that I can tell I'm gonna use it up. But honestly, if this was a this or that situation, I've been using this for years, and this has taken me a really long time to wanna like even get this far in it, and I bought maybe 35 in my lifetime I've bought, because I'm trying to give you a reasonable number rather than say a million, because that always just sounds outlandish, but I bought this since like 2016. I love this powder. It's still natural looking, just like the Clean Fresh is, but it just gives you more. It gives you that extra oomph, and I need the oomph. I need the oomph. I didn't mean to get so passionate about powder, but you guys know powder's important to me, and I think that's why I've accumulated way too many in my collection and need to purge. Full on purge. Now, back to a brow product that I will never, ever buy again. Not only did this dry up insanely fast, it's a very inexpensive product, so I'm gonna start there. And I love this brand. But this product did not last. It was difficult to work with in the brows, and I just don't think it's good. I'll just be honest, I just don't think it's good. I hate saying that. This is the Micro Brow Pen from AOA. I love AOA, the Shop Miss A line, because it is usually very high quality makeup for so inexpensive. And right now in this economy, we love that. We need that. Even when I'm not in this economy, even years ago when I first was introduced to the AOA like online shopping experience, I loved it. I still have some of their bronzers. I miss their powder. That one, oh, don't get me started on powders again. That powder was, I can't find it. They haven't brought it back out yet. But this pencil, it just dried up so fast. There's nothing, there's like little bitty spits. If you like press into your skin, you can get some of it, but so quickly it wasn't working. At first it was too much. Look, I can't get anything now. It was too much with this little comb guy up here. It was overwhelming, and then it went from inky, too much, to just nothing. It may have been only $1 as far as like cost goes, however, or maybe $1.25. I'm not positive off the top of my head, but you get what I'm saying. Really inexpensive. However, in order to order with AOA, unless they're having some big like free shipping deal, You're gonna pay a decent amount in shipping to get these really inexpensive products, but also you gotta kind of wait for the shipments to come in. You can't just run over to CVS or Walgreens. I don't have an AOA store. Are there AOA stores? Is Shop Miss A a store somewhere? Leave it below if you know. I don't have one near me, or I would be there all the time. We would do a full field trip together. But this is a no. This is a no. We're just gonna let it go. We're gonna let it go. We're gonna stop talking about it. Now, I have a lot of empty products over here that are for that end of day. How we're gonna take off the makeup. How we're gonna make the skin look beautiful for the next day. And if I could buy all of these again, I would. But two of them are so expensive. Well, actually, there's probably more than just two that are expensive in here. Why the bougie brands gotta be so good and cost so much money? BOXYCHARM, this is why you're good to me. I've gotten all of these products in BOXYCHARMs. Icon boxes, luxe boxes. You get what I'm saying, right? The Avant Rejuvenating Micellar Water. I've never finished a micellar water. If I have, it's like once before in my life. When I tell you, this was so good with a little cotton round of getting everything off the face, no matter if it was a dark lip, a bold waterproof liner, if I had done full cake face try on, it managed all of it. It got everything out and it helped my skin to look really radiant. It helped it, and maybe it's because it has hyaluronic acid in it. That's probably what it is. Oh, some of you guys don't like when I tap my fingernails on things. I'm sorry. That's what it is. The ingredients in here are so good. And isn't Avant, I love it, it's cruelty free, but isn't Avant super bougie? Super expensive? It's $59. That's why I was like, guys, some of this I would love to have again. But I have a lot of makeup categories, skincare categories, hair care categories, and I already have 2 or 3 different micellar waters backed up that I needed to finish this before I could go on. But this one's going to be hard to replace. This one's going to be hard to not judge all the following things I have because this was so good. So if I find it on a sale, abso-stinkin-lutely so good. But she's expensive. And unfortunately, I don't think too many of these other things are going to be any less. I did not think I was going to like this, I have to tell you, because my skin is so sensitive. When I saw that this Rhodial Brightening Cleanser has a big, bold vitamin C on it, a lot of worries, because vitamin C over the past few years can break your girl out like no other. However, we were going to give her the college try. We have a pump on here, which we love for washing our faces. Adam even tried this, and the both of us loved this. He's a guy with really good skin. He's got this situation going where if he didn't have a beard or a mustache, people would be like, oh, are you 25? Just don't punch him in the face. He's got a baby face, so I don't know if he would notice the brightening as much as I would, but I noticed how well this brightened the skin, cleansed the skin. I would use this as a single cleanse or a double cleanse. I liked it a lot. I usually used it for a double cleanse though, honestly. Really like it. If this is available anywhere near me, I would probably get it again if I found it on a sale, because let's just look it up. Let's just hurt our own feelings today. On Amazon, it's $47.45. That's why I do love my subscriptions, you guys. It's not just a dog and pony show. It is truly, I use these products, I use them up. I don't get to tell you about them all the time because sometimes even Adam will finish something up and just toss it away. And I'm like, I can't save things for Empties when you use them too and then get rid of them. We both went through this one so fast. Now, I think it's because the product is a bit thicker, whereas some of these face washes are a bit of a thinner consistency, so they last longer. We had this one for months and months, it felt like. This one, I think we got in December, and it is gone already because we were both using it, but it is a thicker product, but we both loved it. To the point, Adam used this, came into the bedroom to find me at the end of the day when I was doing the rest of my skincare, and was like, I like this. I like how it's thick, it foams up on the face, but not too much, and it really helps your skin to feel really clean afterwards. I love that, and I was like, yes, me too. Thanks for telling me. I'll tell my friends you said that, because my husband is picky. This, my friends, is the Tatcha Rice Wash. This is so good. I'm almost mad it's so good because, let me look it up. Let me just hurt my feelings some more. Take a sip. We're gonna need it. It's $58. It's $60. And we went through it so fast because we loved it. And we've had it since December. Used it up. It's February. It's this is good. If I can get this on a sale or on a deal, I have a feeling if Adam even sees it somewhere on a deal, he's gonna be like, put it in the cart. He liked it. I really liked it. I could use this as a single cleanse because it was thick enough. I usually double cleanse no matter what, but I could use this as a single cleanse because it was so thick, so rich, and it foamed up, really got in there, and I feel like a lot of times I could use this as a 1, whereas this one, more of a 2. All right, now this part's gonna really hurt. I'm gonna be really real with you. More than likely, what I'm going to do is once this video is over, I finish my day up, I'm probably gonna pry these things open with my bare hands to try to get as much possible out of here. Because this is so expensive, but I think this has really helped all of the skin issues that I've been struggling with. And I told you guys, I just went to the dermatologist. I had to have things zapped off my face. Skin markings, imperfections, and these are legit. Every time I see how expensive Drunk Elephant is and the hype around it, especially with 10-year-olds in Sephora, don't get me started on that, I go, I didn't understand it before, but I get it now for those of us who need it. 12-year-olds, you don't need it. Get out. Tonight I'm going to be busting this open to get out as much as I can. I've had these for a year though, and I've been using them sparingly, and I've also gotten a lot of skincare, but these are so good. I had to talk about it. This is the Drunk Elephant F-Balm Mask Hydrant Soak and Revive Vitamin F Micro Beads Sodium PCA, all of the words. And to shorten it up, it's freaking fantastic. It is so great for my skin. It's an overnight mask, which is why I'm saying I use it at the end of the day. I would put on some pumps of this at the end of the day, and I would, when I knew it was getting low, would just aim it in my really troublesome areas. It says that it is a plumper that restores with electrolyte cocktails while helping to strengthen the skin's acid mantle. Tiny beads loaded with vitamin F bursts during the application deliver extra soothing hydrations. It says apply 4 to 5 drops. This is a thick product, so at first when I was using the 4 to 5 drops, I felt like I had too much, and then I felt like I was wasting this, and I was, so I very quickly pulled back. You do not need 4 to 5. They're just trying to get you to buy more. At least that's in my face. Maybe you need 4 or 5, and that's cool too. But for me, I was like, no. 1 pump, maybe 2. As a tip, try the F-Balm on top of the TLC Framboise with a gentle chemical exfoliation while you sleep. And that's what came with this, the TLC Framboise Glycolic Night Serum. Now, I have to tell you about this one first a little bit here as far as price goes. Because this is a little guy compared to this. And I was like, you know what? It was months ago. Just gotten paid. Was really feeling good about my skin, knowing that this combination was doing me right. And I thought, let's go to Sephora. Let's go. I went to go get one in person because sometimes you just want that in-store experience. You want to go in and you want to have it in hand when you leave because that night you want to use it. I have to look this up to make sure I'm not having a fever dream of how expensive it was. Getting the big version of this, $90. I literally gasped while I was standing in the store. And I just literally physically took a step back and was like, what? I was prepared for like a $60 value even, maybe 70. But when it said, I mean, I know it's only 20 bucks more, but I was just like, what? $100 with tax? I don't have words. There are no words. I was like, no wonder it's so good. You have to pawn off your Cooper. You have to sell your firstborn. I'm not selling Cooper. Just know that. And the electrolyte water facial, you may ask, that one's pricey too. Not as pricey, but she's pricey. This one is $54 at Sephora. So, like I said, tonight I will be busting into these as much as I can to use them up. These were the empties I have been able to save over the past few months as I have been decluttering this beauty space, really giving her a facelift. Do you want a whole tour of the new beauty room and the upgrades and things like that? Because I feel like when I first moved into this house, you kind of got a little something, but not like a full beauty room tour. Again, I'm still making a vlog for you on all the upgrades and all of the updates I am doing to this space, but let your girl know. And after this video, I'm going to start filming a whole declutter. So if you don't want to miss that, I'm probably going to be getting into all these drawers today too. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on all of the beauty details that I'm about to give you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, friends.